Hello, my dear friends. So, welcome to this new class, and we are dealing with money and credit. And we saw different types of loans that people can take. We can take from the bank, we can take uh, from our customers, or from the people who are giving us order, or we can take from our family members, or we can take from the money lenders. So different from different people we can take loan, and it is under different conditions. And the worst condition is when we take money from the private money lenders. Their interest rate is very high, and if the things are not going according to our expectation, then we will be unable to pay back the loan, and we will be becoming a permanent debtor. More and more debt will come into our life, and we will be unable to pay back the debt, and we may become poorer and poorer. That is what we saw in the case of Swapna yesterday. She took a loan and in order to do the cultivation, but her crop failed and she was unable to pay the loan, and for the fresh cultivation she had to take extra loan again, and unable to pay back the loan, she had to sell off her part of her property and pay back the loan. So that way she became poorer because of taking the loan. So let us see today what are the terms of credit. You'll find it in your textbook, page number 44. You'll find terms of credit. So if you take a credit, what are the terms? What terms means conditions? What are the conditions under which we will be able to take loan? Okay, terms of credit. So every loan agreement specifies an interest rate which the borrower must pay to the lender along with the repayment of the principal. So, in the last class, I hope you remember what we studied, the definition of a credit or a loan. So, it is an agreement between the lender and the borrower in which he will be agreeing to pay the money after a uh, after a date or after a certain period of time. So that agreement is made, and the lender gives the money to the borrower, and the borrower agrees, I will pay back the money or goods or service after a certain period of time. And when he takes that money, it also includes that there should be an interest rate. The borrower should pay the money with interest. If he takes 1000 rupees, he has to pay the interest. They will fix in the agreement what should be the interest, and according to that interest they have to pay back the money, the original amount plus the interest. So we have to pay the money so much. That is the agreement for almost every loan, unless you take from your family members or your friends who do not ask you to pay interest. Others may certainly ask for interest because they want get profit for their money. And lenders may demand collateral against loans. So when we go for taking loan from some people, the lender, one who is giving the money, they may demand certain collaterals. Collateral means certain security. For example, I come to you for taking loan from you, and I say, give me 10 lakhs rupees. And will you give me 10 lakhs rupees for loan? Because after taking 10 lakhs rupees, I may escape, I may run away, I may go to some other place, I may hide from you, I may not come in front of you anymore. That means you will lose your 10 lakhs rupees, is it not? So, not to happen such a things, the lender, he will say, give me some security, I will give you 10 lakhs rupees, but you give me some security instead, so that I will not be cheated, you will not run away from me. For example, he may say, give me your land document. So if you don't give me back the loan and run away, then your land document will be with me. I will be the owner of your land. So such kind of documents are required, or securities are required in order to receive the loan. Otherwise, the lender can be cheated. And let's see what are the things that can be taken as a collateral or security. So first let us see what is the definition of collateral. What is the definition of collateral? So collateral is an asset that the borrower owns. So the asset means thing, the thing that the borrower is owning. It can be, let's see, such as land, or maybe building, or maybe vehicle, or maybe livestock, or maybe deposits with the bank. So any of things that he has got. For if he has got land papers, he'll say, give me your land paper document, I will keep it with me. Or give me your building house paper. So if you don't pay back the loan, I will take your house. Or maybe other things, like if he has got a vehicle, give the RC book of the vehicle, the registration card of the vehicle. Or the livestock, if he has got many livestock, give the paper, give the writing that if I don't give back the loan, you can take this livestock. Or if I have deposit in the bank, they'll say, give me your passbook, I will keep the passbook with me. So such any of these things can be used as a collateral or as a security in order to obtain loan from others, and uses this as a guarantee to a lender until the loan is repaid. So these things that are taken as an asset or as a security or as a collateral, it will be given back to the borrower only after he has repaid the entire amount of the loan. Otherwise, the lender can be cheated. So in order to avoid that cheating by the borrower, the lender is saying, if you don't give me a collateral, if you don't give me a security, I will not give you loan. So only after repaying of the loan, he will give back this collateral. And if the borrower fails to repay the loan, the lender has the right to sell the asset or collateral to obtain payment. Suppose the man, after taking this loan, and he is escaping somewhere, he is going somewhere, he is not paying back the money, then this lender, he can use this collateral and sell it and get back his money. If it is a land or buildings or livestock or whatever it is, he can sell it away and he can get back his money from that. And properties such as land, titles, deposits with banks, livestock are some common examples of collateral used in borrowing. So these days people use this land document or house document or vehicle or animals, livestock or bank deposit. All these are used as a collateral, as a security for obtaining loan from others. And let us see about a loan called house loan. So people who have no money to build a house, they can take loan from the bank. It is called house loan. Let us see how to obtain a house loan from the bank. So for example, Megha has taken a loan of 5 lakhs from a bank to purchase a house. So this person called Megha, she wants to buy a house, purchase a house, and for that she has taken 5 lakhs rupees from the bank, and the annual interest rate on the loan is 12%, and the loan is said to be repaid in 10 years in monthly installments. So when she took this loan from the bank, 5 lakhs, the agreement that bank has made is that she has to pay annual interest 12%. So 12%, that means for 100 rupees she has to pay at the end of the year 112 rupees. So you can calculate and see in 5 lakhs how many hundreds are there, how much is the amount that she has to pay to the bank. And government also bank also told her that she has to pay back the money in monthly installment. Every month she has to pay to the bank certain amount. So she should not wait for the entire amount to be paid at a time, at one time, but every month she has to go on repaying little by little, and then within 10 years, after 10 years, she will be able to complete the payment of 5 lakhs. So much of time is given by the bank. And Megha had to submit to the bank documents showing her employment records and salary before the bank agreed to give her a loan. So here, Megha, how did she get the bank loan? She had to pay the collateral. She has to submit the collateral. And what is the collateral she submitted to the bank? That is the salary records. So she had to convince the bank that I have this much salary every month. So I will be able to repay back the loan every month. From my salary I will be able to give you. So that way she received the loan from the bank, because bank is assured that she has got salary, and every month the bank will be cutting her salary this much as a uh, repayment of the loan. That way bank allowed her to take the house loan. And the bank retained as collateral the papers of a new house, which will be returned to Megha only when she repays the entire loan with interest. So, bank did one more thing as a collateral. Bank told you buy the house, you can use the house, but give the paper of the house to the bank. So the bank will keep the house ownership paper with them, and it will be returned back to Megha only after 10 years when the payment has been completed. And if she is not completing the payment, then bank has got the right to sell that house and get back the money. So that is the advantage of keeping collateral. People will be able to recover their amount. If that collateral is not there, Megha can buy the house with the bank loan, and she can sell that house to somebody else and escape to somewhere else. So that can happen. So bank will prevent such kind of things by keeping this collateral with them, so that nobody can cheat the lender or the bank. And just to see that few columns are given there, try to fill it up. So loan amount. How much was the loan amount of Megha? It was 5 lakhs. Then duration of the loan. How much time was given by the bank to repay the loan? 10 years, no? 10 years. Then documents required. What was the documents required by the bank in order to obtain this house loan? It was her salary documents. She had to prove to the bank that every month she has got this much of a salary. So that paper was convincing to the bank, and they allowed her to take the loan. Then the interest rate. What was the interest rate fixed by the bank? 12% per annum. Per annum means per year. So at the end of the year, she has to pay 12% of income interest to the bank. Then mode of repayment. So how she had to pay back the money? So it is said it is monthly installment. Installment means not at a stretch but part by part. So every month she had to pay back to the bank little by little. That is called monthly installment. So the mode of payment was monthly installment. Then what was the collateral she had to submit to the bank in order to get this loan? That was her papers of the house. So the papers of the new house was retained by the bank as a collateral in order to receive in order to secure their loan. Otherwise, the loan may not be repaid, and the bank may be suffering a loss. So, in order to avoid that, the bank took initiative to collect collateral from Megha, that is the original paper, the ownership of the house that was kept by the bank till the loan was repaid. So that is how the former procedure in order to obtain a bank from the a loan from the bank. Now, the interest rate, collateral, and documentation requirement and the mode of repayment together comprise what is called terms of credit. You can underline that sentence. What is called the terms of credit. So many things are involved in this terms of credit. One is the interest rate that will be mentioned. That is one of the term. When we take the loan, they will say you have to pay this much interest. Then the collateral and the document that are required. So they will agree, they will write in the agreement what will be the collateral that they will be submitting to the lender, what kind of document, what kind of paper, what kind of ownership paper they will be submitting. Then they also will be saying what is the mode of payment, how are they going to repay it. The case of Mecca, we saw it was monthly installments. So they will mention they have to pay it once in a month, or once in 2 months, or once in 3 months. So many things they will be discussing, writing in the agreement. So all these things together we can say that is called terms of credit. Sometimes they can ask in the exam what are called terms of credit, or what are the matters included in the terms of credit. The terms of credit vary substantially from one credit arrangement to another. So, all the terms of credit may not be same. We take loan from different people, and different people may make different terms, different conditions, or different rules, and so on. And even every bank also may not be same. Different banks may have different terms of agreement, different terms of loan, and so on. So we should not say the terms of credit are same everywhere. It may be different from bank to bank, place to place, or person to person, and so on. And they may vary depending on the nature of the lender and the borrower. So it depends on who is the person that is lending and who is the person that is borrowing. For example, if a father is lending money to his son, there may be less collateral, less terms of credit, and so on, because they trust each other. And if a strange person is giving loan to another strange person, then there may be more terms of credit. He may demand more collateral and so on, because they don't know each other. So it depends on the relationship between these two persons, one who is lending and one who is borrowing. And the next section we will study another example about the various terms. What are the terms that are a part of this credit? If you want to take credit, what are the terms that are there? What are the terms included? All that we will see. And we shall just see few workouts are there. Why do lenders ask for collateral while lending? So we may ask the question, why do the lenders ask for collateral while lending? What is the reason? We have already explained it. In order to make sure that the lender is not cheated, he is not losing his money. So this collateral is there means it is a security for him that the borrower will repay back his money. That is his assurance. So in order to get assurance of his repayment, he is keeping the collateral. Then Given the large number of people in our country are poor, does it in any way affect their capacity to borrow? So, most of the people in our country, or a large number of people in our country, are poor. So, do you think that it is affecting their capacity to borrow? Certainly, it is affecting them because they are not sure after borrowing how they will be able to repay back. And if they are not able to repay back, they may lose their property because they have to give collateral, maybe their house papers or maybe their land papers. Whatever they give, it may be lost if they don't repay it. Therefore, it is very risky for the poor people to go for borrowing unless they have a steady income to repay back, or they have some source of income to repay back. It is very risky that they go and borrow, loan or credit. It is very risky for them. Let's also see if you fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks choosing the correct option from the brackets. While taking a loan, look for easy terms of credit. So when we take a loan, we must try to make the terms of credit should be more easy. If it is more complicated, it will be more difficult for us to pay back. So try to make the terms more easy. And this means dash interest rate. So when we make the agreement, we must say what should be the interest rate, high or low. Certainly low. We must agree for low interest rate. High interest rate means we'll have to pay back very big amount. So try to make the interest rate low. Then dash easy or tough conditions for repayment. So repayment conditions, it should be easy, not tough. So try to make the repayment conditions easy. Then less or more collateral and documentation requirements. So if they ask for more and more collateral, then in case we are not able to pay back the loan, we will lose everything. All the collateral that we give, it will be taken away by the lender. So try to give less collateral, so that way our loan will be easy to repay back. In case if you don't repay back also, we will not lose all our property. So we should not give too many collaterals. Try to reduce or try to give less collateral so that our side also will be safe. Otherwise at the end we will be the loser and we may not have enough property to live on, we may not have enough house to live on, and so on, and we will be suffering. So in order to avoid that, when we make the agreement for collateral or for taking loan, we must make it very easy and very simple so that our side will be safe. So we shall wind up for today, and the next class, as I said earlier, we shall study about different credit arrangements. What are the credit arrangements that are available for taking loan for the people? Let us study them in the next class. So thank you for listening. We'll meet you again in the next class. Then until then, bye.